Okay, so I woke up a little late. I was actually up really early, but I fell back asleep after turning off my alarm, and I'm up late. So now here I am, 7 minutes late. I need to work on that because, man, I keep waking up in the middle of the night here. Just randomly, so then I can't go back to sleep, and then I wake up late. Gotta figure out what's going on there. But anyway, we do have COUR on watch here. It has about 30 seconds before it opens. We also have EVGO, PTPI, TBLT, and there's one more. GovX maybe. But GovX is too low, I think. I'm kind of curious to see what's going on with COUR here. I don't like it that much because it's a gap down reversal, but it's came up pretty strong. Spreads aren't too bad. It's maybe like 10 cents sometimes, but that, man, from 1270 to 1340 immediately. Crazy. There would have been no way that I would have got him filled anywhere in between that little pop there. Okay, so nothing else has hit the scans. This one's kind of done. TBLT, let's go to that one. That one's had a massive sell-off. GovX. This one's doing okay, but it's too low of a price for me. PTPI, same thing. I'm not really feeling this one. EWV from yesterday. I don't really care for this one either. EVGO, same thing, selling off. Everything's selling off. Nothing looks really good. The only one that looks okay is GovX, but again, GovX, I don't really like it. It's too low of a price for me. So I guess I haven't really missed much if I'm being honest. CYH is halted. Not sure what happened with this one either. Volume's looking good on it. Gap down reversal as well. SPWR is hitting the scans. Okay, so let's see what CYH is gonna do here. It's about to resume. So we'll watch this when I open it. I don't think it's gonna have, a lot of potential. I think it's gonna be similar to COUR, just by the way that one opened. And it's pretty much the same pattern as COUR. So see, it's still halted. So I guess it's gonna be a 10-minute halt. I don't really feel like waiting for 10 minutes. So let's go to GovX. This one is moving here, but again, I don't really feel this one. Excuse me. I'm not really feeling this one if I'm being honest. I don't know. I'm not feeling this one at all because it's just so choppy. It's huge sellers, 14, 15. A lot of them in the teens, really, just massive sellers stacked. It's too high of a. I don't know if it would be float. Either way, it's too choppy and too slow for me. I think I'm fighting for cents at a time here. And I know I get annoyed just even trying to trade this one. I definitely won't be trading this one. There's a massive seller at 20 there. So it broke its last high by 1 cent. It's practically a wall there in the teens from 15 and up to 20. But even at 20, you have a massive seller. Like, dude, that's gonna be a while. Unless for whatever reason this thing just starts spiking up, then okay. Look at that massive seller again at 15. He's getting bought up there, but is he gonna move? So there it is. It broke 15 at 17. Seller started stacking again at 17. Massive ones at 19. Okay. SIGA, pretty higher price stock. I know we traded this one the other day. I'm not sure if this is the one I lost a big on, but this is also related to the same thing GovX is, which is monkeypox. PTPI and trash TBLT. Still holding above VWAP, but I don't really care for this one. Every single morning is rejected so far, so I already don't like that. PTPI was halted though. Halted going up. Resumption should be in about 40 seconds. We can watch this one on resumption. Too low of a price for me though. Okay, so this one's not resuming either. Jesus. Let's go to TBLT. This one's actually moving, but again, I don't really trust it at all if I'm being real. I don't really care for this one anymore. Got a massive sell at 630. Another one at 33. ULCC's hitting the scans. Pretty loud on volume. This one doesn't look bad, but it's just too loud on volume here. So CYH finally resumed, and same thing as COUR, pretty much just tanked. CRHC, I don't know why this hit the scans. So today's actually a really trash day. There's nothing worth trading in my opinion. TBLT maybe, but even this one, I'm not feeling this one. So I could have bought that dip there at what, 17, 18? But it's not really bouncing how I wanted to. 5 minutes not even close to opening. So another 2 minutes to go on it. And now it's just dive in here back to VWAP. So if it would have held there in the 620 area, then it would look pretty good. Especially if it popped up to 630 there or 640, it would have looked pretty good to go back up to 660. and retest those highs, but now that it's actually falling back down here, it doesn't look good at all. It looks like trash. CMRA hit scans here again. Okay, so this one doesn't look too bad. I might trade this one for the daily high break. Daily high here is what? 95? So yeah, I literally just hit it yesterday, 95. Back down to 60 here. We got, okay, so we have our first run up, pull back, second run up, pull back. Now we gotta be careful here because it would be the third run up. Sometimes the third one just doesn't work. So kind of a low finish here on CMRA. If this can flag here and not break its last high, then I think I'll take an entry for its next 1 minute candle to break its 5-minute high. It just pulled back way too much on this candle. It needs to show some strength. Yeah, no, this is pulling back way too much at this point. I'm just not interested. Everything's failing. Everything's kind of trash. PTPI is not even. PTPI hasn't even resumed yet. I guess it's gonna resume in 2 minutes. I don't really care for this one anymore. TBLT, choppy. Don't really care for it. COUR. Oh, COUR popped all the way back up here though. Not sure what happened with this one. Just no, it's still pretty choppy, I'd say. CYH, see if CYH is doing the same. Kind of doing the same. Got GovX. It's popping back up as well. We got SIGA. Same thing, popping up as well. So now things are starting to pop, but let's go back to COUR. Might be a big mistake watching this one. I should probably watch SIGA instead because we're actually getting a formation here. It broke through its formation, now it's flagging here. This would have been a good dip to buy at 19 there. If it doesn't break the high on this 1 minute, I can get on the next one. So broke it there. Could get it on the next 1 minute. Spreads aren't so bad. TPIC's hitting the scans. Pretty lot on volume. Flagged here. Now it's finally taken off a VWAP. Choppy as well. Big spread, so no. SIGA, not a bad spread. It's still relatively tight. It's just out of my price range here. So it's probably best that I wait for SIGA on the 10 and 5 minute. Wait for a pullback on it. Could buy a pullback at 1920 or 1915. So it's popping up here, looking a little strong for its next 1 minute. I don't want to get in though. I'd still want to wait for a better pullback than this. It's our second leg up. Could get in here at 36. There's a break of 40 there. So broke both its 5 and 10 minute high already. But I want to see a proper pullback because that's just not, it's too extended. I feel like it needs to pull back properly. It's getting too slow up here. Could get in here, but I'm a little hesitant. MACD's coming to a close. And you also got the low of this candle right here, 21. High of this candle's 40. So we're closer to the high than we are the low. But it's just chopping around here, and that's what I'm feel comfortable taking it. If it breaks 31 and 30, I was gonna say we'll see it come back down to the 20s. See if it'll break the low of 21 here. Not quite, still holding. I should have bought in there in the 20s. Come back up to 40 here. It's a break of 40 or 45. So I should have bought there at 28 as soon as it held. That would have been an obvious entry. Primarily because you get a two candle pullback, spike up, two candle pullback, spike up. And here's another spike here. Climb. So flag, flag, and now it's the third leg up. But that wasn't as significant of a break as I was hoping for. It's just chopping around primarily. It's kind of still sideways here. Kind of wedging in a way, so not really feeling it on this one. Having a hard time even coming close to 50 there. Oh shoot, I did not mean to buy that. Wow, okay, so I don't want to count this trade if I'm being honest. I didn't even know how I bought in there, but okay. I was actually gonna take a short on it. Just get rid of it. I don't want to count that trade. I actually meant to take a short on it. I wasn't even trying to press a button if I'm being real. Okay, so I definitely don't want to count that trade because I didn't mean to take that. That was weird. But if anything, I do want to get in for a short and bring it back down to 19. The 30-cent trade if I do take one. I don't think it's time yet. I need a small little pullback here. Still holding, so that's why I'm kind of not trying to take an entry just yet. It's still holding its levels here. 27. So held there, now it's bouncing. Next 5 minutes gonna open here. Gonna retest at 27. See if we can break this last high. 34. 33. 35 there. Broke into the 40s. Could take a starter there on a short, I guess. 40. Oh, you know what? I'm making a mistake. What am I doing? I'm making a mistake here. Okay, so I'm in at what, 35? So let's see if this rejects. Right now it's kind of working, but I made a mistake after kind of seeing what it's wanting to do here. Well, actually, might be good to go on this one. We have a hidden buyer, it seems, at 27. This level just needs to snap through. Once it snaps through, then we should be good. It's just all that red coming through, tons and tons of red. 27 is not breaking. Hidden buyer there. It's Jesus, man. That's gonna be a tough level to break. There it is. Back down to 1902. Well, I was gonna sell there at 1902. It said that there was we'll sell there at 1906. Couldn't get filled at 1906. Probably gonna undersell myself here. So hit 1906 twice and just couldn't get rid of it there. Hit okay 3 times now, just couldn't get rid of it. I cancel it here. See if I can get it somewhere else. Sell it somewhere else. See if we can actually get the break at 19. I mean, it hit that low, like I said. So I mean, I didn't see it hit 19. I saw 1902. So now I'm kind of just waiting to see if this is gonna actually go or not. I feel like that was my opportunity already to get rid of it. It's 1906, but I just couldn't get filled there. So unless we can see this back down to 1908 or something, I'll try to get rid of it. But pretty sure it's gonna pop up here, and I just missed my chance to sell. We'll see. Could get rid of half here, but I want to see if it's actually gonna break lower here. $23 is 18. See if it breaks this high. I'm saying like that was my time to sell, but I wanted it to break 19 or at least hit 19. I only saw 1902 and then I tried to sell at 1906. I couldn't get rid of it there. So 1910, big seller or big buyers there. We need to break that 1910 level. 1907. We come back down to I think we will come back down to 19. If it keeps holding, then probably not. But I think we will come back down for a retest of 19. We gotta keep stair stepping down here. As soon as it starts breaking its trend, then that's it. Like if this one pops all the way back up to 20 something, like here, what it's doing, we might just be done. The opportunity to sell was already there, as given twice, but I didn't sell. Next 5 minute is gonna open here as though. Let's see, we got a big bit there at 10. So this is gonna pop up. This next moment is gonna finish high, popping up here. I would like to see it finish low, but no, this is gonna go. They settled there at 11 now. See if they break through. No, it's still stacked. I don't have enough downwards pressure to get rid of it. But if it does snap through 11 here, there it is. You definitely see this. There's 1906 again. Can we come back down to 19? I was gonna get rid of it there at 1908 if I can. So just got rid of it there. That was a mistake. I knew it too. 1903, whatever. I mean, good trade regardless. Short at 1935, 300 shares. Got out at 1908. So I feel like I still should have waited, especially this next 5 minute. I mean, this next 5 minutes about to open. I should have known. But, well, I guess it's hard to say. Because now it's bouncing here and it held twice. And now it's bouncing. Couldn't break 19. But that next 5 minute isn't looking so bad for a break lower. So I don't know. We'll see, I guess. It could just be flagging here before we see another breakdown. Okay, so here we are coming back down. So I could have got in there at 1920 for a retest. Especially with that 10-minute low break. 19 flat. I won't be trading it to the short side though. Like honestly, I'm not gonna be trading it to the short side. Okay, and then still nothing else to hit the scan. We have FTCI that's selling off, TPIC, same thing, not really interested. This one is easy to borrow as well. So one trade today that actually worked. I was considering selling because I had seen a pattern on SIGA in the beginning. It was flagging here and then it pulled back, held support, and then it was starting to pop back up here. So if it did break that 44 high here, I would have got rid of it. Or 47 high. If it did break that 47 high, I would have got rid of it because it was just gonna take off. I thought, which is why I took this position, that it was gonna break this high and then reject. And so I got in on an early entry at 1935. Once it broke the high, I'd seen it kind of like coming back down and then pop back up. So I was just like, okay, I'll get in. I got in a little early, but I mean, still right timing in general, I guess, because it worked out. I didn't get a sell at this low. I didn't get a sell at 1906 where I wanted at least, but I got to sell at 1908 and get rid of the trade in general. It came all the way down to 1903 on this candle, but then it popped back up to 1906 and then all the way back up to 1910. So knowing that it had a struggle trying to break lower, I was just like, I'm not really feeling it. I'd just get rid of it. Undersell myself, whatever. I'm still in the profit range. You know, I still made money. So whatever. But yeah, everything else, we have PTPI, gone, TBLT, my gosh, gone, not feeling this one, sideways, Jesus. BHC, halted down several times already. COUR, CUIH, same thing, TBIC, Same thing. Look at that. Nice break. Nice break of view up there. All the way to 50. From 16 all the way to 50. That would have been a really nice short if I ended up taking that one. I should have been paying attention. I could have taken it. But I don't. I'm not really shorting. I'm another person who really shorts often, so I don't really want to take it. But it seemed like that was the only thing that was happening today. Everything was just selling off or sideways. Like TBLT, same. It was just typical of TBLT. It spikes in the morning and then it just immediately flushes down. Same thing that happened yesterday. I mean, it did the exact same thing. Come all the way back here and see if we can find it. No, it wasn't yesterday. I'm lying. Jesus. It was this day, 2 days ago, spiked up and then came all the way back down. This one's just, I don't know. Anyways, jeez, I'm proving myself wrong here. Just I'm embarrassing myself. So I definitely don't want to count this trade here, this SIGA trade, the buy. That was a complete accident. I don't know how that even happened, but just make sure that nothing else is coming up here. PTPI still halted. What's going on with this stock? That's crazy. I don't know why that one's still halted. I hope it's not like a T12. FTCI forming a cup formation here. See if it can keep its trend. Its 5-minute MACD's coming to a close though, so I don't know. Really let them volume. I wouldn't trade it. But okay, I'll just wrap it up. There's nothing going on, so finished up 60 bucks. Actually, no, I'm lying. Finished up I'll divide it by 2. So I finished up about 70 bucks here on one short on 300 shares. That was a pretty good position. That was a pretty good play, but I'll figure it out. I'll get the math done here because I gotta cut the fees in half. So whatever that is, added on top of 60.08, and that's what I finished up today on that one short. So not a bad day. Still finished up green on a day in which I wasn't gonna. I was about to not trade at all today. I was just gonna wrap it up, but I decided, since I found that SIGA was easy to borrow here. Look at it, it's popping all the way up now. Since I figured, since it was easy to borrow, might as well take the trade. And I had a huge feeling it was gonna go down after that huge climb here. Two bull flags, and then it had a rejection at the top here. So I was like, okay, well, it only makes sense this is not gonna go. I felt that retest here. Now it's actually going through, so I don't know. It only made sense for me to short it here, I think. But okay, I'll go ahead and review this as well as yesterday, especially yesterday. See what I was doing wrong, and see what we can do. So see you guys then.